Hello, 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 and welcome to the Downsized. I don't even know where I am today. Today is August 13th. My name is Christopher Durham, this is my brother calling.
You should probably answer it because he's
sure
now called
okay.
twice. It's like every time we go live, like we're at home most of the day, and then everyone wants to chat. So welcome to the Downsized. My name is Laraine Durham, and with my husband Christopher, we are the Downsized. We've been married 22 years, and we've lost over 150 pounds together on GLP-1 medications. I've lost right up 50 pounds using compounded tirzepatide. I think we're in week 96 of our journey this week. Christopher's lost a little bit over 100. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
He just wanted to chat. He was just in a chatty mood.
No, I have an extended. We have a 5-person license for Microsoft Office, and he wanted one of the licenses for his college student because she needs it.
Oh, shh! Don't tell anyone.
Well, I mean, we pay for it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't use all 5.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So, yeah. So,
what? Where? Who?
I said I've lost over 50 pounds. You've lost over 100 pounds.
I have indeed lost over 100. I think 105 pounds as of today.
105.
I believe so. Yes.
Seems like that's more than it's been lately.
Well, if you believe the wacky dead battery scale, I was down 106. But
we're not believing that.
We're not believing that.
We're not believing that. Today, I started 193 pounds. Today, my weight was 141.6. So. Usually I'm around 143. I've been maintaining 140, right at 50 pounds, 143 for about the past year. I'm 5'5", mom of 3 children. I'm 56 years old. Christopher's also 56 years old, but he'll turn 57 in August.
I will.
So he's much older than me. And yeah. And
it's now August. So.
August. I'm on the TikTok now. I'm up with the TikTok trends. So look out, kids.
Did you say the medical caveat?
August. We're not doctors. We're not. This is not medical advice. We're not doctors. If you'd like to start a GLP-1 or you're thinking about starting a health or fitness journey, talk to your doctors. We're not doctors. We can tell you our personal experiences. But always get your doctor's approval before starting any
not
new
doctors, not pharmacists. Today I said not lawyers because that was a whole thing. Not stock analysts or any of that stuff.
What's Eli Lilly stock doing today? Did it go back up?
I didn't look today. I don't know.
So, Eli Lilly had their press release the other day, and they have a new drug in trials. Actually, it's just about ready to be given over to the FDA for approval. It's not out yet, but it's called orforglipron. And they were hoping, they had originally told the Wall Street that this drug would be up to 15% weight loss, 15% of your body weight. It would be effective. Well, the trials came back and it was only 12% effective for weight loss. Only 12% of your body weight you could lose with this drug. And so their stock dropped.
A lot.
Guys, what's the last, we've not had anything that's been this effective for weight loss. Zepbound is somewhere between 15 and 20%. Yeah. And Ozempic is a little bit less than that.
Somebody commented that was in the orforglipron trials the other day that they were in the trials and had lost 38 or 40% of their body weight. Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, they have to take the whole dropped. The stock dropped, which was crazy.
We now own 2 shares. So now I can send 2 letters to David Ricks and say, hey, we are shareholders. Do what we say.
Yep.
He will not carry.
I opened an E-Trade account. It was super easy. And I don't know. I don't know anything about the stock market or anything. But Eli Lilly is making, what did they make last quarter? $5 billion? A quarter. And most of it's coming out of the sales of Zepbound. So once they drop the price of Zepbound and everybody in America, 75% of America gets on it, I mean, it's just going to be off to the races, right? So
Let's see. Did you meet JoJo? JoJo just stepped down. JoJo stepped down. She's over there.
So we have these little frogs. We live in North Carolina, and there's a pond behind our house a ways. So we get little creatures, turtles and frogs and rabbits that tend to crawl around our backyard. And the frogs like to, we have a glass patio door, and they like to stick their little bodies. So JoJo tries to get the frog, only she's inside and the frog is outside, and it makes her crazy. Well, today, just a little while ago, I went outside and JoJo followed me, and I'm trying to take her picture because she looks so cute. I'm trying to take her picture, and she's like pawing at something. I said, there's nothing down there. I pulled back the cushion on the couch, and there's a little frog. And I said, oh, little frog, you better run. You better run, little frog. Little frog did not run. So JoJo kind of poked him, and he kind of moved just a little bit. And then she poked him again, and he took a big hop into the bushes. So JoJo dove.
Are we done with the cat story?
The bushes. And I think she might have eaten him.
Protein.
She is a ferocious. Mm-hmm. She is a ferocious wild.
Anyway, so
kitty.
This is our live where we talk about all things GLP-1, weight loss, the news. We celebrate you guys if anything's going on in your life, whether that be weight loss, you got a new car, you started the medication, you went into maintenance. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna pose a question that I asked you a little while ago, and I had a Downsized Dish interview that I recorded today, and the guest mentioned something to me that struck me when she said it, and I didn't get a chance to circle back and explore it further with her. So she said, and she had lost 40% of her body weight. She had been very successful on tirzepatide, Zepbound. She did not like it when people congratulated her for losing weight. And I said, oh, really? And she said, yeah, I feel like this was just the piece that was missing from my brain. Okay. And once those pieces got connected, everything fell into place. And I said, well, that's really interesting. And she talked about having constant food noise, pre-tirzepatide, but she did not like to be congratulated on her weight loss.
If obesity is not your fault, you also don't get credit.
Right? So,
that's not the way it works.
But my whole life, every time I lost 5 pounds or 10 pounds, somebody would say, oh, you look great. Congratulations, you lost weight. And now people still say, that haven't seen me in a year or 2 years, oh my gosh, you look great. Congratulations. Like, they want to congratulate me, and I want to accept the congratulations. Like, but does anybody else have that feeling?
I think it's a cultural shift. I think at some point we realize that those things are outside of our control either way. So I don't congratulate you for being skinny, whatever. I also don't penalize you for being big, period. It has nothing to, and you know this, I don't ever say that to people.
No, he doesn't.
I do not comment on people's weight. It is not my business. I did not tell you got fat. I am not going to tell you got skinny.
Well, but I said to him earlier, I said, but you're throwing confetti for people when they tell you their weight loss.
This is a different environment. This
and we will continue to throw the confetti, and we will continue to celebrate. You would not throw confetti at their face?
Nope, I would not.
No, and I used to, when I was a runner, I ran many a 5K, a 10K, I ran a 15K once. I did 2 half marathons. And Mr. Durham is never going to congratulate me on any kind of achievement in exercise.
Nope. Or anybody else. It's not just you.
Not right.
I don't think you're morally superior because you ran a race. I just don't.
But it was something I worked at and trained for and achieved. It was an achievement.
What other achievement? I don't congratulate someone for being a serial killer. It was an achievement.
How about an achievement such as graduating from college or high school? Those are achievements. Should you congratulate?
No, I don't. I just don't. I don't talk about people's athletic accomplishment. You could walk in with a Olympic medal. Okay, I'm with you.
Olympic medal, you would congratulate.
I would.
But not me running a half marathon.
Paying $25 to run a half marathon around our street? Nah.
I did run one that came through our neighborhood once.
That you run free? No.
that I paid, I don't know how, you pay an entry fee,
Yeah.
and Christopher's
I
like,
just
you
don't-
could
I
run
don't
this route
comment
any
on
day
it.
of the week. It goes right past our house. Why you want to pay to run in
I
a
don't
race?
say you're a moron. I don't say you're fabulous. I just don't comment on it.
Interesting. So, thoughts of folks out there. How do you feel when someone congratulates you on your weight loss? Do you congratulate others on their weight loss? I like to be congratulated on my weight loss. And, we say all the time, obesity is a disease, because it is. It's recognized by the American Medical Association. Obesity is a disease. It's not your fault. So now that we have these tools, here's my fake Wegovy pen. Now that we have these tools to treat the disease of obesity, what's that going to look like in 10 years or 20 years?
I think what happens is if it's not your fault, you also don't get credit.
Do you give credit to someone who takes insulin for diabetes or takes a statin to lower the... Congratulations on your lower cholesterol number. You've taken a statin and it lowered your cholesterol. So I don't, it was a really interesting concept. I don't know.
All right. I always like to see who the very first person was out there. Can you guess who it was?
I think it was Gwen. I think I already looked.
It was not, but you're close.
It was Anna Hoover.
It was Anna Hoover. Hello, Anna Hoover.
Hi,
Anna.
Anna. Thanks for, yep. She's of course a member of Club Downsized. If you would like to be a member of Club Downsized, you can click the join link below and it'll take you to our page where you can learn more about it. We have a special live for Club Downsized members. That was last night. We also have a special Facebook page for Club Downsized members. But anyway, I hope you'll click like. Go ahead and click that like button.
There's 187 of you out there.
Go ahead.
Currently 48, 50 likes.
I'll wait.
So thank you very much. I'll tell you, as of right now, we are also at 24,999 subscribers. So if there's one of you out there that wants to go beat the 25,000.
Oh yeah, who's gonna be the lucky 25,000 subscriber? Yeah. We won't know. I mean, if you we won't know.
I could actually.
There is no prize.
I could actually.
You could?
Yeah, there's a way to find it.
There's a way to find it?
It would be a little complicated.
Anyway,
so let's see. Gwen was second.
Okay.
So say hello to Gwen.
Hey, Gwen. Good evening.
And then Megan. So we get to a place where we have so many people, it's almost impossible to say hi to everybody. So if you have a question, please put a QQQ question up. The whole goal is really to talk to you guys, answer questions where we can. Sometimes we say we're not doctors. Please talk to your doctor. You can also chat amongst each other. A lot of times there are people out there that know a lot more than we do.
I'll give you a topic. Remember that from Saturday Night Live?
Celebrate your wins. If you've got questions about medications, about the news, about whatever, we're happy to take them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. DJ Meyer says hello.
Hello, all.
Who is that? Gwen. So this is a thing. So YouTube has changed the way names are treated on here. So now it shows your @ name. So this has @Gwen, and you can read it all. Before you could make up whatever name you wanted there, and it was possible for people to pretend to be somebody else. So if there's anybody in there and you've had a different name, you might want to mention it because we may not recognize you because a lot of you come back every week. So hopefully we will, but we're not ignoring you on purpose. I assure you. Mindy says, hey.
Hey, Mindy.
Dorsgoody.
It's probably Dorsgoody.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening.
See, your name flipped so we could still figure it out. I think that's a new picture though. Val's in the Villages.
Hey, Val. Villages in Florida.
Like, yes, please. Linda Bookmiller says, hey, everybody.
Hey, Linda.
Crazy Cat Lady. Bring on JoJo. She was here a minute ago. She's sitting on the floor right now. So, sup, party people. Michelle Frank.
Hey, Michelle.
Lots of people here who have been on the Downsized Dish. Losing It Grace says, Downsizers Unite. Absolutely.
Unite.
Andriano. Says, hi, Anthony. Are you the same Anthony that has been on before?
I think so.
Naturalista,
yeah.
Kind of going through here. Denise Walker. Hello, everybody. Give Kitty a kiss.
Oh, Brooklyn Joyce.
Here's Val. She's down 25. Only 10-ish to go.
All right, Val. Good job. Are you feeling better? She's been under the weather.
Give her some confetti.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I think I'll always celebrate people losing weight.
And I think I will never acknowledge it to people's face.
That's how we roll over here in the Durham house, y'all. So
the lady Elaine, who you guys have seen interviews with, she's done 2 interviews, and we saw at a party, and
my friend Elaine.
Laraine credits with being the person who got. I don't really, but Laraine does, because I had been talking to my doctor for a long time about it.
But you didn't have the medicine.
Still, it wasn't like she had invented it. She didn't introduce it.
No, she did not invent tirzepatide.
Anyway,
no,
we went to a Christmas party with her, and she had probably lost, I don't know, 60, 70 pounds, 80 pounds or something. And we left, and I noticed. And Laraine was like, "Did you say something to her? Did you notice?" I'm like, "I did notice."
Well, I said, "What are you doing? You look great. Tell me what you're doing right now." And she said, "I'm taking medicine." And I said, "What kind of medicine?" She said, "Mounjaro." I said, "What the hell is Mounjaro, and where can I get some?" Actually, I was texting her the other day because I just hadn't talked to her in a while. She moved a child into college this week, and we moved a child into college this week, and things are just busy. And she is still trying. I mean, I think she's been on it. Well, we've been on it almost 2 years. I think she's been on it almost 3 years, and she still wants to lose like 10 more pounds. And I said, "How long have you been trying to lose this 10 more pounds?" And I think it's like 6-8 months she's been losing. And I said, "Maybe your body is telling you you're done. Congratulations, you're done." She's on 15. So
approve higher doses.
There's no, yeah, I mean, at some point, but today once you get to 15, that's
she's
kind of it.
Right? She looks great.
She looks great. I mean, she absolutely looks great. I mean, I won't tell all of her numbers, but I mean, she's taller. She's 5'7". So, I think, I don't know. I think, I think sometimes when you
twice on the show, so it's not.
I don't want to tell her weight now. Like, I mean, I think a lot of times people get hung up with maybe loose skin that doesn't, you get to be a certain age and the skin is just, it's just going to be what it is.
Well, and we interviewed Zach, right? And Zach said his doctor estimated his loose skin weighed like 12 or 13 pounds.
I don't know that the doctor, we haven't posted that interview yet. We interviewed a guy named Zach. We met at the conference, and
I don't know how accurate that is, but that's what he said.
He thinks once he gets his loose skin, he lost 150 pounds, and he's not tall.
No, he was like 5'7"
maybe. So yeah, he has a good bit of loose skin. And I said, "Well, you're 32. I wonder if some of that will, come back. You haven't been that big for that long, right?"
He shows shirtless pictures on TikTok. He has a lot of skin.
Yeah.
He shows it to you. He's not shy about it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Barb, BXC. So you get these long numbers. We're just going to call you Barb.
Hey, Barb.
Hi, everyone from sunny Oregon. Hope everyone is doing well. Oh, here's your buddy.
Sandy Shore. Hey, Sandy Shore. Act normal. I'm at a yoga retreat with my friend Vivian, and she is watching with me.
Don't believe it, Vivian. We're not normal.
Sandy, I put you in my TikTok. I know you're not on TikTok, but remember that picture we took when we were doing like a stretching, like, was it a yoga class we took on the cruise ship? Anyway, I did like a montage of some things. But anyway, well, Sandy, I'm glad you're having fun at your yoga retreat. We haven't like worked out together in a while, Sandy. We need to like coordinate our schedules.
Anna Hoover, look at there.
My total weight loss as of today, 131 pounds. Wow, Anna. I will congratulate you for that. Anna, you should come on the Downsized Dish and tell me all about it. If you'd like to be on the Downsized Dish, you can send me an email to laraine@thedownsized.org, LARAINE, and you can tell your story. Everybody is, we all have the same problem, right? This metabolic dysfunction, this disease of obesity, but we're all so different. it's really interesting to hear people's stories, how they came to be overweight, if it was a lifelong struggle, if it was something that came on later in life, and what triggered it, and how did it get triggered? Like I think that's a really interesting question too. Like for me, I just feel like it was just something I always had, but like the person who maybe gets injured, or after pregnancy, or after menopause, or something really terrible happens, traumatic happens to them, and they use food to cope, and then they can't stop. So it's just really interesting.
A couple of the obesity organizations I was reading today list, I think there's like 12 or 13 different causes that are very distinct that they list.
I could list 5 off the top of my head.
Pretty easily.
And I'm not a doctor.
But
I've talked to a lot of people.
Did Anna at 131 down, correct? Yay. Yeah. Everybody says Anna's fabulous, and indeed Anna is fabulous. Dennis Sheridan says, good evening.
Dennis. There's Dennis Sheridan too. Is there a Dennis Sheridan 1?
Hard to say.
There's only one Dennis Sheridan. The Shay YP, been reminding my friends to report any Zepbound shortages to the FDA. A few friends in Atlanta had issues getting 5 milligram doses in the pen. Interesting. Well, according to Eli Lilly, there is no shortage. So we have a link on our website. I think.
There's a link on the website. So.
If you go to the downsized.org, there's a link where you can report the shortage to the FDA if you can't get your medication, if you can't find it.
Frankly, Michelle says the stock for Lilly dropped, but wasn't this the same time most favored nations was happening too? Sort of. Really, the stock drop was a function of the orforglipron results. Most of the stock analysts aren't too worried about most favored nations at this point. They don't see it happening.
660. It's 660.
They don't see it happening too soon, so we'll see. But the reporting on the orforglipron, and you can go. There's lots of reporting on that. Dramatically impacted it.
Eli Lilly stock closed at 660, and it had been as high as 800. So
3 months ago.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, it's fine. They're going to do some retrograde results here in the next few months, and they'll pop it right back up.
Mm-hmm.
Jack says, I weighed today. I was disappointed that I only lost 12 pounds in 6 months. I did lose 49 pounds during the 6 months after I started. I'm 6'1" and weigh 212. I'd like to get to my ideal weight.
What is your ideal weight, Jack?
I was a little confused. So you lost 49 pounds in the first 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then you lost 12 pounds in the next, this prior 6 months. You must be pretty close to your ideal weight then.
I did lose 49 pounds during the 6 months after I started. This is like one of those algebra problems. Yeah. A train leaves the station losing 49 pounds a month. No, 49 pounds in 6 months, and then 12 pounds in the last 6 months.
So it sounds
confused.
like you're maintaining
What's your ideal
60,
weight?
What's 62 pounds down right
for
now?
A woman that is 6'1", that would be like 180 to 195 would be maybe the range for a woman. So I would think a man's range would be more. Yeah. So what is your ideal weight? How do you figure out your ideal weight? Some people, look on a chart. Some people work with their doctor.
And it sounds like you're in maintenance and doing pretty well. So you're just floating right along.
It sounds like maybe your body's happy at 212. I don't know. What dose are you on?
Yeah, what dose are you on? It's a good question.
Yeah.
Barb says, hey, all happy to be there. But
hey,
Barb, let me go back here and do this because I forgot.
Well, because I remember Barb. Oh, because Barb, she got to 120 and she just stopped losing weight. And she was like, cool. She
thinks your body's going to stop you. I don't. I think your body can lose as much weight as you want it to, and even to a point of unhealthiness. So maintenance is a choice. It's not your body stopping you, is what I believe.
What do you think, Barb? All right. I kind of think my body is just holding me somewhere in the low 140s.
You lost like 4 pounds this week, girl.
No, I was 143 and now I'm 141 point whatever. Like I have dropped like a little bit, but I don't want to do that. Okay. Anyway.
What do you think? Do we make 25,000?
quit.
25,003. Dun, dun, dun.
So you 4 people that click subscribe, thank you very much.
Hold on.
And everyone who's here, thank you very much for being here. We do appreciate it. Repetition. They're going to think we're leaving.
We're still here.
We're still here. Yeah, cool. So 75,000 subscribers. We started in
25,000.
What did I say?
75,000.
Oh.
But that'd be a big number.
Freudian slip, I guess. 25,000 subscribers in about a year and a half-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, cool. Thank you. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe. We post videos every single day because we can, because of Christopher Durham. Laraine is so cute. I love her cat stories. LOL. See, people love the cat stories. Thank you, Megzy. Pam Marsh. I am on low carb and I've just started tirzepatide 4th week. Is this way of eating? Okay, almost carnivore. All right. So let's address that because we get asked that all. What should I eat? Laraine, what do you eat in a day? The answer is you can eat anything you want.
So that's a generous answer.
Well, the medicine is going to help you to eat a properly sized portion. In week 4, you might still be eating really at a really kind of low level. You want to make sure you're eating your protein first, and you are almost carnivore. So you want to make sure you're getting your protein in. Protein helps you maintain your muscle mass because when you lose weight on any diet, you can also lose muscle. Unless you really, focus on protein, it can help. Now, we can't choose what our body offloads, fat or muscle, but adding protein will definitely help. So a lot of people do low carb. I've heard people do carnivore. I've heard people do just the same thing they were always eating, just less. Some people can't eat certain foods like greasy foods, upset their stomach. So you really just have to find things that you like with a high focus on protein. I think back to all the diets I've done where you had a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese and 3 ounces of steak. And it's not like that. Throw all those old diet rules out the window because.
Well, but that's the key. This is the medical treatment of the disease of obesity. It is not a diet.
Right.
So you have to find the eating habit, not the diet, that you can live with long term, because the goal is over the course of the next 3 months, 6 months, year, 2 year, however long it takes to get to your goal, that you build habits that are sustainable. So anything that you don't think you can do for the rest of your life, honestly, I wouldn't recommend you do. And we focus we honestly eat pretty low carb, but it's not a lifestyle for us. That it's just a little easier for us to eat low carb. Focus on real food.
I like carbs. I
love carbs
every day.
too. We don't ban any food.
I'm actually do not eat low carb.
We do though. We eat pretty because I cook, so I eat.
Well, you don't cook my breakfast and my lunch, and I need carbs because I'm working out, and I don't want to be exhausted. So I need the carbs for energy. I need the fiber because I have a problem with constipation. I need to keep things, flowing. So. But you can definitely choose better carbs, right? So things like, my mind just totally went blank. I mean, I don't eat sugar and pastries and all that stuff, but I try to make better carb choices. We get sourdough bread. I eat kashi cereal. We occasionally have pasta. What are they called? Complex carbs, not simple carbs.
Anyway, so typically we just focus on real food as much as we can. So real meats, beans, proteins, real vegetables. Vegetables are a really good thing. The challenge of carnivore when you're on a plan like this, on a treatment like this, is you need fiber and things for your digestion to keep things going. And you need so when you reduce those calories, you need the nutrients, right? Beyond what a lot of meat has. So we're not anti any of the diets, but talk to your doctor, do what works for you. Make sure you're getting the nutrition that you need. That is critical. There's a question for you, Laraine.
Valerie says, just ordered my first tirzepatide compound from Mochi, coming tomorrow. How soon should I place my next refill? As soon as they will let you. New to compounding. Been on Zepbound 16 months due to CVS Caremark shortage. Oh, okay. I gotcha. So you're not new to the medication. You're just new to the compounding side. Well, welcome. Welcome to the land of we don't have insurance coverage. I think they will let you place a reorder 10 days apart. So they used to not monitor that, and now they've started. So you probably, if you go into your portal and click on reorder, it'll probably say you will be able to order again on August, whatever. Now, that being said, I don't know what state you live in. We live in North Carolina, so through Mochi Health, we get shipped from Empower Pharmacy, our compounded tirzepatide. It came super fast, this last shipment. I'm talking, I ordered it on Wednesday, and I had it at my door on Monday, which actually kind of made me a little nervous because they shipped it on Friday, but they didn't do it Saturday delivery, so it kind of sat in the UPS land till Monday. But ice packs are still cold, medication was still cold, everything was still fine. So, but yeah, it was super fast. Now, a few months ago, it was not super fast. So keep your eye on it and watch it.
We're missing stuff here.
We missed all the super chats.
Hold on, let me pull these up. I'm not.
Sorry, guys. Did
my darling wife
text you and say I sent you a super chat to Mindy? Oh, Dennis. Dennis is like, y'all got some super chats over
he
there.
also said my microphone wasn't turned on. Can you hear me better now?
Okay. Hey, Mindy, thanks. Thanks for your super chat of $4.99. Congratulations on 25K. Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate that. There's a couple more. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Okay. The Shay P. Congratulations, 25,000. I think my daughter is 25,001.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
A couple more here. Kate Elliott.
Congratulations on hitting 25K. Seems like it was like just 10K just the other day. It does, doesn't it? Thank you. Love your content and your vibes.
We appreciate it. And I think there's Michelle. Here we go.
Thank you, Michelle, for your super chat. Congratulations on the 25,000. Thank you for all you do for those 25,000. Thank you, Michelle.
And one more.
Oh, another one. Thanks, Val. Super sticker, $4.99. Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie. All right. Awesome. Thanks,
Sorry,
guys.
I was listening to my wife and answering things. We did the compounded one, right? Yes,
yeah. So if you're new to Mochi, check your portal. Keep your eye on it. Make sure your doctor approves the medication. Then it gets sent to the pharmacy, and then it ships. So all of that should take less than 2 weeks, start to finish. So just keep your eye on it.
Let's see here. Joni says, I understand not liking the congrats. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So does Barb.
Yeah, I hate being congratulated too. They were silent when I got fat again. Yeah.
Tansy says, hello, just curious. I started on this journey the 1st of March with the beginning steps of 2.5, then moved up, and I'm now on 7.5. I had only lost 7 pounds. Should I move up to 10? Thanks. So the beginning of March, April, May.
Only lost 7 pounds. Seems a little slow. You've lost 7 pounds since March?
I would talk to your doctor. We don't know what all of your health concerns are. We don't know if you have diabetes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we don't know.
Yeah.
That's a little slower than I would expect. So I would ask the doctor about that. But
yeah,
it might be time.
Some people do not lose weight in the first 3 months. Some people don't lose weight until they get up to those higher doses. Our friend Jamie Setzler did not lose weight for 90
the first
he
3
lost
months.
0 for 90 days. And this man was over 600 pounds. Mm-hmm. And now he's lost 300
pounds. Yeah.
He's lost
340,
300 pounds. Yeah, 341. You
Something
can find
like
him all over on every social media platform. Jamie Setzler.
Nicest guy ever.
Setzler. I'm not sure. Mindy will type his name in the chat.
There's two L's.
Yeah. Mayor Mindy knows everybody. So, yeah. So, if you've lost some, like you've lost 7 pounds, so it is working. Like, I don't think you're one of the people that maybe it doesn't work for. I would say just keep on it, keep with it, keep moving up through the doses till you find one where you start losing that 0.5 pound to 2 pounds a week. Michelle says, I love when people say it is motivational for me to keep going. Me too, Michelle. Me too. But yeah. But, now, Brooklyn Joyce, Pam, this is a huge topic. I'm low carb too, but this puts a whole different spin to our lives. Yeah. Yeah. I would not eliminate carbs completely. Some people like keto. If that's your jam, like, all right, like, do it. I like bread. I'm not going to not eat another piece of bread ever again. So, that doesn't work for me. But if you have an eating plan that works for you that you like, then great. If you say, you know what, I've tried every kind of eating and it's never worked, and now I'm just going to let this medicine guide me and focus on protein, that's fine too.
Michelle gave a super chat.
Thanks, Michelle, for your super chat. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Lots of buttons to push here. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Michelle. Val, it took a long time for people to notice. With that said, I understand that some people are not comfortable saying it.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just not.
And I think women have a different point of view than men, right? I mean, I don't know. I've gone on so many diets with so many friends. I've gone to Weight Watchers with friends. I've done crash diets with friends. At one point when I was single, a group of girls that I knew, we all got together and all took each other's measurements and like got on the scale in front of each other and wrote everything down. Like, what kind of crazy is that? That was before I met Christopher. Nope, never congratulated anyone. All right, Brooklyn. Yeah.
DJ says, congratulations, Laraine.
Oh, thanks, DJ. Yay. Hard work paid off on your efforts. Thank you. I'm still working on my pull-up challenge. We'll talk about that in a minute. The Shay says, I congratulate others. I like to hear it, but no biggie if I don't. I know I'm winning. Will you congratulate me when I can do an unassisted pull-up?
Sure.
Will he? I don't think he will.
If you can do one, I'll go do one.
Oh, did y'all hear that? Somebody write that down. Somebody write that down, and I need it signed. No, who's a notary? I need it notarized.
You do an unassisted pull-up, I'll go do one.
Oh my God.
Then you're going to be mad when I can do it.
Yeah, we'll be mad. But I won't be mad because that means you have to walk into the gym and...
I'll do one on the cruise ship.
I'm not going to be able to do one in the next 2 weeks. We're going on a cruise next week, and we'll be gone. We're doing two cruises back to back.
Or the next cruise.
No, cruise ship gyms don't count. No, you have to go to our home gym.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say anything. You just said if I can do one, then you'll do. So wherever I am,
there's a
pull-up
bar at the playground. We can go to the playground in the neighborhood.
No, it's not. It's not. No. Health at any cost says, when I comment on people on the meds visibly, I usually tell them how wonderful they will look, not on their weight, but their health. That's a great perspective, Barb. I like that a lot. Linda Bookmiller says, when someone tells me I look great, I say, thanks. These meds are a miracle. And I even told my doctor that as well. You go, Linda Bookmiller. You're telling them. I love it. Do y'all tell that you're on the medicine, or are you gatekeeping it? Or is it just nobody's business, and that's, it's your personal private medical information, and that's fine. RN says, I'm okay with congratulation on weight loss. All right. Yes, I congratulate all, says Anna Hoover, because I know how hard it was to get here. Right? Like, it was hard. All the other diets we did were hard. This hasn't really been that hard comparatively, right? Nora Watson says, I don't like when people say you lost weight when I've been losing all along. Like, yeah, for that last 30 pounds, I've been losing weight. Well, sometimes other people just don't see it, or you don't maybe even see it in the mirror until you get to a certain point in your weight loss journey. And we can't let other people like dictate how we feel about ourselves, right? Because that's not good either. So there's a lot of issues here, y'all. Anthony says, part of me likes being congratulated by people, but another part feels awkward. I think it's more about me not wanting my physical body to be judged. Yeah, I get it. Because it means when I gain weight, they notice. LOL. Yeah.
Let's see here. It looks like we have another Shanitha.
Oh. Hey, Shanitha, thank you for your super chat. We posted your downsized dish. Was that today?
The other day.
Yesterday? So you guys go watch it. She's lost well over 100 pounds. I forget the total, but maybe 170? I forget. But go check her out. She did awesome. So thank you for that. I think that's Valerie Scruggs. I appreciate being acknowledged for my hard work, and I will compliment others for the same. I agree with that. LOL. Wait a minute. I was the first to comment.
Sometimes it does weird things, Kate. I'm sorry.
Now you're going to have the... Oh. What happened there?
Hard to say. Hopefully we're still here.
Can y'all still hear us? Are we still on? This thing's still on?
Yeah, we should still be on.
So we have a lot of monitors happening, and I don't know, things just be happening lately. Mindy says, not a fan of being congratulated. However, we congratulate people who beat cancer or other diseases. That's true. The difference is that we wear our obesity on the outside where everyone can see it. Yeah, we do congratulate people on beating cancer. I think, yeah, because that's,
well, you're alive. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah. People keep telling me to eat a sandwich. I congratulate you, Laraine. Thanks, Gwen. And also Christopher for not exercising.
Well, that's fabulous.
All right. Oh, it caught back up. That was lagging behind over there. Anyway, the worst is hearing you look tired today when you feel great. Yikes. Well, why would you tell somebody they look tired? I would never tell somebody, oh, you look so tired today. I've just started Mounjaro, 6 milligrams. All right, Deborah Hunter. I used to work with a lady who was just really not a nice person. Like she did like all these really like mean things. And I remember specifically, I had just come back to work. We were on a buying trip in California. I was a clothing buyer, and I took the red eye back from California. So flew all night. I think I came into work the next day, and she knew I had been on the red eye. And she goes, "You look really tired, Laraine. Are you okay?"
Well, the red eye's okay. If you just got off the red eye, that's an understandable statement.
She wasn't concerned. She was just trying to be mean.
No, that's also possible. Nora Watson says, question, Christopher, do you really not exercise? I missed what was said on the last live. Girl, she talks about it all the time. I don't ever talk about it. I stay active. We do things. When we go on a cruise, you'll see me scuba diving and snorkeling. I've had all my stuff tested. My muscle is right smack dab in the average middle. And no, I do not exercise.
Yeah, no, Christopher is not an exerciser. He's not one to go to the gym. He doesn't do anything. I mean, when we travel, he does, we're active, like he said, but on a day-to-day basis, not so much. And you know what? You don't have to exercise to lose weight. That's, I always kind of thought that, but you don't, it's all about the food. If you can get the food under control, that's what it is. But however, exercise has a host of other benefits, mental and cardiac and blah, blah, blah. So I exercise every day, almost. Andriana Old says, I just didn't like when coworkers would tell me I'm getting too skinny to stop whatever I'm doing. The nerve! How dare they? I'm at a very healthy weight now and working out and feeling great. You know what? It's amazing how all these people suddenly become so concerned about our health when they realize that we're now smaller than they are. And they get very, get very nervous and they get very unsure of themselves because they're not the I think people, this leads me to another topic.
There's always another topic, darling.
I think we that have been overweight or have had obesity have always been judged by others. We've always felt judged. People have always judged us, right? People that do not have the disease of obesity, I think, especially in the past, found it very easy to judge us for our weight. And they're not going to be able to do that anymore. They're not going to have any kind of moral superiority because once everybody in America is taking this medicine, there's not going to be 74% of America with overweight or obesity. So what are they going to do then? It's going to be like there's going to be no more like I'm better than you because I'm a size 2 and you're a size 14. Like there's not going to be that anymore. And I'm all for it.
She's all for it.
I'm
all
all
right.
for it.
There is 287 of you out there. Hello, everybody. My name's Christopher. This is Laraine. We're the Downsized. We talk about GLP-1s, ask questions, do all the fun things. It's 128 likes out there. So if you'll take a moment and hit the like button, we would appreciate that. Yeah. We also have a bunch of stuff coming up. So this very week, we have our Charlotte, North Carolina meetup. We live in a suburb of Charlotte, so it's tomorrow.
If you're in Charlotte, come meet us.
Yeah, so if you want to see all the details on that, you can go to our website, thedownsized.org, click on Meetups, and you can hit RSVP. It's absolutely free. We're just going to hang out, talk to people. I might have some JoJo pins to give out too. You never know. And then in September 7th, we will be in Orlando, Florida. Actually getting off of a cruise. You can go to the same website, thedownsized.org, and RSVP for that one. I think there's about 30 people registered for that one right now. Then in November 3rd, we will be in Atlanta for the Obesity Week conference and trade show, which is a big medical research. Lily's presenting, Novo's presenting. There's all kinds of stuff. Amgen, Viking, everybody's presenting. We will be there. We're actually exhibiting in the trade show, so we'll be broadcasting and telling you guys what's going on from the trade show, which is super cool. And we'll do a meetup that Monday night as well. And then in November, we will be in Las Vegas, November 15th, do a meetup at the Caesars Palace. We have tickets to see Kelly Clarkson. She unfortunately, her ex-husband passed away, so she canceled her August dates. We don't know what happens with the November dates yet. So we'll see. We're going to go to Vegas either way. We just might end up at a different show. Who knows? And then just after that, November 18th, we will be in Chicago. So that's all the dates we have for the year right now. They all rotate around other travel we were doing. So
except for Vegas.
Except for Vegas, because I wanted to go see Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. So
but come and see us. Yeah. We don't have anything else planned in any other places. We're not specifically flying any place, and these are all free events. It's all free. So come see us, and we would love to meet you. All right. Let's see here. Where were we before? Lots of congratulations. Brooklyn says, I've got people telling me that's enough. LOL. No, actually, it's not going to do another 12 pounds. Well, you talk to your doctor and you do you. Small Things Daily says, hey. That's Megan. That is Barb's daughter. Hello, Barb. Megan, I saw your video you did with your mom. I know you're both in Texas, right? So Barb lives in Texas. So
no, Barb lives in
Megan
Florida.
lives in Texas.
Right.
Barb is in Texas with
Mm-hmm.
Megan, and they did a video on the anniversary, on their 2-year Terzaversary, which was fabulous. So if you haven't been to Megan's channel, it's called Small Things Daily. Of course, go check that out. She's just started a few months ago, and it's a fabulous channel. Mm-hmm. She's doing a lot of cool
She's a
stuff.
Natural, like her mom.
Yeah. Deb Hunter says, this is Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Oh, Jess. Okay.
Oh,
see, these are the one I would never guess. There's no picture, so I can't. Jay doesn't tell me anything, right? It's
well, it's like we told Darium to put his picture in, and he did. So I mean, we'd love to see pictures of you. you see our picture.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Since Day says hello, Megan.
Hello.
Says she's had a weird week.
I'm at 7.5 Zepbound, 20 pounds from goal, exercise daily, track everything. I'm just trying to stay encouraged to myself and say, it's not my fault. LOL. I can't always explain loss or gain.
How much are you down, Megan? How far along are you?
Goal, exercise daily. I mean,
because I think we've had this conversation last week too, didn't we? I think it's just slow and there's no great answer to it. It's not your fault. Just keep taking your shot, doing the best you can, and it'll come. How long have
you been on the 7.5? And also, I really want to talk about setting a goal weight. Like, they're so arbitrary, right? We have this number in our mind, or maybe it's a number we weighed when we were a certain age, or maybe it's just a certain weight we always wanted to achieve. And now with these medications, we can see these numbers get closer and closer. And then when it kind of stalls out and we can't maybe get to that number in my mind, I'm thinking of my friend Elaine, who's been trying for at least 6 months to lose another 10 pounds, and her body's just not doing it. So, at what point do you, double down and figure out, well, I'm really going to have to cut calories. I'm really going to have to work out more. I'm going to have to increase my dose. I'm going to have to or at what point do you say, I'm good where I am?
Or at what point do you say I'm on 7.5 and there's a lot more doses, and I'm just going to up my dosage because it's not my fault?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I think probably Megan needs to go up and dose.
We're not doctors. We don't know your whole situation, but the thing about dosage, and people get so bent out of shape about titration, and I want to go slow and I want to do this and I want to do that. You need to take the dose working with your doctor that works best for the treatment of this disease. Doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong. There's no moral superiority about staying on a low dose. It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to treat this medical problem is what you should do. So if it's time for you to go up, go up. If you can stay, stay.
Well, that whole, if you guys watched our news news show that we did on Monday, there was a whole blurb about microdosing, and the topic of microdosing continues to come up, which always just kind of rubs me the wrong way, right? Why? Why?
Well, that wasn't even really microdosing.
No, I mean, the whole concept is just, and I know now people are going to come on and say, I microdosed and I did blah, blah, blah. You know what? If you're working with your doctor and that's what you figure out you need to do, then God bless. But the people who, I always feel like it's almost, you get back to that moral superiority of, oh, well, I didn't really need the medication, so I just microdosed it.
Well, there's a whole group of people that are I'm doing it for inflammation. It's not for weight loss.
Yeah. So I get just.
Anyway, back to Megan. Because you off track.
No,
you're doing a great job, Megan.
I think Megan probably needs to ask her doctor about moving up. Yeah.
Soon Sim says I'm the 25,000th subscriber. Thank you.
Yay!
That feels like a robot dance to me.
And Dayquil Severe. I mean, I feel like there's so many questions here I have about, just your name and your picture. So it's nice to have you here. Thank you for subscribing. That's great. Anthony says, what's the current forecast for orforglipron after the Eli Lilly call? What price are we guessing or hoping for?
It depends on who you're talking to. So the analysts were really down. The stock analysts were really down on orforglipron.
It was only 12%.
And they don't think it's going to succeed and blah, blah, blah. Stock analysts only look at the number and they want it to beat everything. I think what Lilly's doing, and Dave Ricks talked about it, is they're building a portfolio of medications that can fill a lot of needs. Think of it like going to a car dealership and they don't only sell the fastest car, right? They also sell a pickup truck, and the pickup truck does things. They sell a minivan, and that does things. Well, Dave Ricks is saying, well, I'm going to have orforglipron, and it on average has about a 12% weight loss, but for 40% of the people, it had more than a 15% weight loss. And for X, and then I have tirzepatide, and it has a little bit better, but it's it's an injection, and then eventually I'll have retatrutide, and I'll have
like
some,
the Ferrari.
and I'll have some amylins, such that he wants to be able to get to all 74% of America that has overweight or obesity, and be able to serve their needs at whatever point they are in the system.
Yeah.
And he acknowledged that he was going to have to price those drugs accordingly. So just like a Corvette costs more than a Ford Focus, retatrutide is going to cost a lot more than orforglipron.
I think we're going to have like Honda,
well,
Lexus, and Corvette.
Well, that's a different, you just mixed the analogy, but that's okay.
No, they're just different. They're different price points. They're different brands.
Levels. I was staying within the same family.
Oh, within the
cars.
Same brand?
Yeah.
Within the same family? I don't think I know that many cars in one. I guess you could look at the Ford. You have the Escort. Do they make Escorts anymore?
It's a Focus, and now it's something else. Yeah.
And then the Expedition, the Explorer,
Anyway, so what do I think that orforglipron should be priced? I think it should be priced at $99 a month. Will it be priced that? Probably not. I think if you look at Lilly having tirzepatide right now at $4.99, I think they're going to toe that line as long as they can, and that's going to depend on what Novo does with Wegovy. If the new CEO drops the price of Wegovy to $3.99, $2.99, $1.99, I think that's going to force the tirzepatide price down.
Well, then they're going to have to
and
drop
then the orforglipron price is going to come in underneath it.
I think
because it's all about balance, right? They're trying to figure out where's the optimum spot for all three drugs, and they don't want to force them down so low because they want retatrutide to be expensive. I promise you they want it to be expensive.
I think orforglipron has to come in priced below Wegovy.
I think it could probably come in at the same price as Wegovy, honestly. I think it can. It's a daily. There's no injections.
What's Wegovy's $4.99 promotion right now?
Yeah.
It's got to be less than $4.99.
Yeah, I think it will be.
It's not going to work as well. So I think it has to be.
I think it depends on how aggressive they want to grow their market. And they're sitting on like 6 million doses right now. They're in a warehouse. They have doses.
There will be no shortage of orforglipron.
Right. There will be no shortage. And basically somewhere between 10 and 12% of the American population that could be on these drugs is on these drugs. So the market is huge. So if they priced it right, they could grab another 10%, another 15% of a drug that's sitting in their warehouse and costs next to nothing to make.
What do you think their stock's going to do then?
Yeah, it's going to go through the roof. Mm-hmm. My guess would be orforglipron will be the biggest selling GLP-1 obesity drug within the first 6 months.
I mean, I'd try it for weight maintenance.
Yeah, for sure.
If it was cheaper than my compounded tirzepatide, I would try it.
Says, yay, Journey of Life. Thanks for the support of the goal. Absolutely. I love this name. Mrs. Boober Morales.
All right.
I've been following your videos, but new to your live stream. Just got home from the doctor. No longer pre-diabetic.
Oh,
well, you know what? That gets you some confetti. Good for you. Let me get it on there. There we go.
Yay. Well, that's awesome. I guess your A1C now is in a better range, in a normal range. I've learned so much about A1C since we started this channel. Frankly, Michelle says, I think there's also a difference between men and women saying something about weight loss. Definitely shouldn't be. But a man complimenting a woman can be misinterpreted. Well, I didn't think about from that point of view. But yes, I could see that. Like looking... I was getting my mail out of my mailbox, and this neighbor, I remember he was walking his dog, walking by. He goes, "Looking good, Laraine," and I was like, "All right, keep it moving." And I mean, I've known this man for years, and
who was it?
Mike.
Oh.
And I mean, and I know he didn't mean anything by it, but maybe he did mean something by it. But yeah, move along. Like
it's fine. He's harmless.
No.
Michael Clanton says, do a survey on who gets a COA of the meds they get, if not why.
What's a COA?
Certificate of Authenticity.
Do a survey of who gets a certificate of authenticity of the meds they get, if not why.
So Michael Clanton always knows the answers to the questions.
What are you trying to say, Michael Clanton? Are you trying to say?
I think in general the answer to that, Michael, is if you're using a provider that you trust that is has an appropriately state regulated compounding pharmacy, or you're getting the branded medication, then you shouldn't have to ask for a COA. If you don't trust them, then why are you using them?
Well, we don't really talk about gray market and all that stuff, but retatrutide has not been FDA approved. It's still in clinical trials, right? But retatrutide is a triple agonist. It's going to outperform Zepbound, is what the current news is from the clinical trials. People are using retatrutide.
They don't really know if they are. They're using something that people are selling and naming it retatrutide.
So you're not going to get a certificate of authenticity on a retatrutide. Like,
they're having it tested. But gray market is not something we recommend.
No,
so
if it says not for human consumption, don't inject it in your body. The end. Lee Brewer 570 says, I'm going to start Zepbound if I can find a discount. I had a question from a good friend about Ozempic face. I don't see that in the people you talk to or in you. Well, thank you. Do you know how that is kept at bay?
Let's answer this in the order that it's asked. So Zepbound question. So there's two ways to get Zepbound from Eli Lilly at a discount. If you have insurance, file your insurance first. And if your insurance, there's three ways. If you have insurance, file insurance first. And if your insurance pays for it, you won the lottery. Congratulations, pay your $25 or whatever it is. If it doesn't, you can then go to the Eli Lilly website and apply for their discount card. You just fill in your email address and your phone number. It's really easy, and that should get your cost for a pen down to $6.50 a month. You also have the option of going to Lilly Direct, their website, which is their direct to consumer piece, that you can get it in vials with a needle at $349, $3.99 for the 25,
the 2.5,
and then $4.99 for all the remaining doses.
It's the cheapest dose. I can't remember if it's $3.49 or $3.99, and then every dose after that is $4.99 per month through Lilly Direct. They don't take insurance. You don't need insurance. Cash, you move on. You just pay them. Your doctor sends them the prescription, and it's basically $4.99. So that's the cheapest way right now to get Zepbound. There's compounding. I have been taking compounded tirzepatide for 96 weeks. I've lost over 50 pounds. I don't have insurance coverage, so that was the way that I could afford it.
Anyway, so then the second half is Ozempic face. I think that's a function of weight loss more than anything else. And because this works and you're just going quickly, if you stay hydrated, if you eat your protein, if you keep that weight loss at a manageable amount, so 0.5 to 2 pounds a week, it should be a very minimal problem. I think a lot of people have it at some point, but as you go along, it kind of just evens out.
Do you have a before and after picture of yourself you could pop up here? Because, he lost over 100 pounds and his head physically got smaller and his face is like everything is smaller. So, you might say Ozempic face. If you saw us before and you compared it to now, I don't know. And Ozempic face, so your face is thin, like who cares?
So yeah, at some point in your weight loss, you're going to look a little sunken, and it's just kind of life, and it evens out.
Yeah.
But my hat size went down an entire thing. I could go get the hats, but it physically falls down. I had to get smaller glasses. Everything, everything changes, and there's just no way around it.
Yeah. And
the longer you're losing weight and you're taking medication, it evens out. Your body adjusts. Even on those weeks when you don't lose weight, I can remember waking up and hadn't really lost anything, put on a pair of pants, and they just dropped because something had moved and shifted. And I don't know, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
We live in these ecosystems of a body that are constantly changing. This is me. We do a conference. So you can tell it's the same background, but this is me almost exactly a year apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you, I was just fat and uncomfortable and had high blood pressure and couldn't sleep, and to there. And I think I'm about 20 pounds down from that right-hand picture.
Yeah.
So, it just,
you haven't lost all your weight.
It's all very different.
I mean, and look at your face here. So like your neck is gone. Like it's just.
Well, I have a neck.
Well, yeah.
I have a neck.
I mean, your hat that's the same hat.
Same hat.
It's sitting differently.
Mm-hmm.
I really love these pictures where they're like almost everything.
Well, that's
is the same.
so my daughter had the one on the left on her phone she had taken when we were moving her into upstate. She was like, Dad, let's go redo this picture. And they're not the same jeans because I couldn't wear the same jeans,
right.
But they're the same model of jean from Old Navy.
Yeah.
It's, a black t-shirt.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of, also the term Ozempic face kind of annoys me. A lot of things annoy me. Have you noticed that today? I'm annoyed about a lot. I've reached that certain age where things just really annoy me. I have a whole list. We won't go into it, but Ozempic face, it's almost like something that a skinny person came up with to make fun of someone who lost weight and to lessen their
but I mean,
weight loss.
As you lose weight, you'll get a little bit of sunkenness at some point. And I did. Thinking of my neck, you could see it if you go back and look in some spots, but it's all good. It evens out.
Can you move that back over there?
Oh, yes, I can move that back.
We've got a screen over there.
Sorry.
Yeah. So Ozempic face. How do you avoid it? I don't know. Slow and steady weight loss, a half a pound to 2 pounds a week. Any more than that, you risk losing, hair and other things.
Yeah, it minimizes stuff.
Yeah.
Question for Christopher. Laraine reduced dosage to maintain. However, you said you have stayed at the same dosage. Just wondering what else you are doing to maintain and not lose. Thanks. I am taking my shot and eating a little bit more food. That's it.
Yeah.
That is
so I noticed. What was it? Anything else you want to add to that?
I mean, the truth about the last year and a half for me is I have always chosen the simplest route for this. So basically, I take my shot, I eat real food, I take a multivitamin from the drugstore.
Yeah,
that's it. I don't do anything else.
He literally does nothing else. No protein supplements, no working out, no.
No, I focus on protein, and we eat the same way. So we have definitely shifted the way we eat. So it's primarily grilled, roasted meats and vegetables. We don't fry things. I won't turn down a fried piece of chicken if we're out somewhere, but we don't generally do it. We don't eat a whole lot of desserts. I don't snack really at all. So definitely that has evolved, but really I've just added back in some carbs and a little bit of calories, and I'm eating more protein.
Yeah, but you're very firm on staying on that 15.
Yep.
Is there really a reason?
Because it works.
Because it works.
Because Dr. Francavilla said, if it's working, why are you changing it?
Why are you changing it? All right.
And I thought you're like the nicest lady ever, and you're an obesity certified doctor, and you're teaching other obesity certified doctors how to be an obesity certified. Yes. Yeah.
It really does make a difference when you speak to an obesity certified doctor. If you can find one in your area, we've talked to some I didn't even know they existed.
Well, so if you go to our website and thedownsized.org and you click on resources, there is a place you can search for obesity certified doctors. And we didn't create it. It's one of the coalitions.
But you know what? The thing about me, I was just kind of testing. I was just kind of testing. And now I've kind of landed on a 7.5 dose. And I'm just kind of able to maintain. Like yesterday, I got on a scale and I had dropped 3 pounds, and I was like, "Well, that's weird. What's happening there?" I need to make sure that I'm eating enough, even at the 7.5 dose. I can out eat it if I want to eat too much. I can, but I try not to. I try to figure out when I get that full signal now, which I never got before. So it's just kind of recalibrating learning your body's signals and how to know when you're hungry and how to know when you're full. And it's just, I don't know.
But yeah, so, and I don't plan on moving the dose down at any, I don't attach any sort of, it doesn't make me a good person or a bad person based off the dose of medication I'm using. So it's fine. I take it's the same shot, the same one shot every week. I don't care. It's working. I have varied 2 to 3 pounds each week. And that's about it. Honestly, right now I'm down a little bit. But we'll go on a cruise in a couple of weeks, and that's fine. I'll be up a little bit, and it'll all balance out. So it doesn't really matter.
I told Christopher yesterday, I came downstairs, I said, I've lost about 2 or 3 pounds, and I don't know why. He said, well, that's good. You have some cushion for the cruise. I don't know. We don't go off and on, when we go on vacations or cruises or travel or whatever, we take our medication with us. So, unless we forget, which we have done that. But most of the time, we don't skip shots intentionally. I did skip a shot in the beginning because we're going on vacation and I just wanted to. And it was just a mistake because it took my body so much longer to ramp back up to get to that level. It's really amazing what missing one dose can do to the levels of the medication in your body. Pam Marsh says, I've set aside $25 for the first person who notices I've lost.
Pam, you're looking really skinny.
You can Venmo me at Laraine. I've not told any family members. We shall see. Well, it's like it's your own private little lottery there. F. George 3, I have a support group and we congratulate each other. I started mid-February and I'm finally down 40 pounds. I was able to switch to Zepbound pens after the first month. Switch from Wegovy maybe, or all right. I mean, I congratulate you. I think if you're, if you grew up in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s with everybody with every diet coming down the pike, and I want you to congratulate me. We made it to the other side. However we made it, we freaking made it. And I want you to congratulate me.
Sharon asked the question I just answered. So Sharon says, is there a list of obesity doctors? Yeah, there is. So there's a link to it. We didn't create the list. It's one of the obesity societies or coalitions or something created. I don't remember which one. If you go to our website, the downsized.org resources page, it's at the very top. You can click and you can search by your zip code or area and find the obesity doctors. In most major cities, there are obesity certified doctors, and there are also telehealth providers that are available if you're in a rural place or somewhere that doesn't have one. So you can find somebody to help you out. Her
doctor is clueless about GLP-1s, right? So many are. Linda Bookmiller, my feeling is there's no guarantee that those last pounds will come off from the area you want.
Oh, girl, they're not going to come off from where you want them to. They're going to come off from where they want to.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, right? So, and I hear a lot of people say, and myself included, I've lost this weight and I thought I was going to look a certain way and I don't look that certain way. Well, now
because the thought in your head is you're going to look like the model on the magazine when you were 16 years old.
Well, yeah.
Well,
as my mom would say, well, yeah.
That was in 1984.
Well, I've been doing this since that long, but I think sometimes we have this expectation of what we're going to look like at the end of this journey, and you're probably not going to meet your expectation, right? We probably have overly ambitious expectations, I'd love to not have any loose skin or have, but I do, and okay, well, that's fine.
Well,
I'd rather be 50
pounds
down and have
old.
loose skin.
Bald. It's not going to change. If they had a shot for bald, I'd take that too.
I mean, they do have products.
Yeah, that's a marginal thing. I want the shot just Greg Brady kind of.
My dad had that surgery.
He did, I know.
In the 90s where they took
the plugs out. I know.
So,
but I mean, to me, the goal was never to be skinny. I know your goal was to be skinny. My goal was to be healthy, my goal was to be able to walk up steps on a water slide without passing out with my kids and with our friends.
Water slides.
And I have done it. If you watch when we go on cruises, up and down, and with 16-year-olds, No
Who's
problem.
16? Well, I guess Caroline.
Caroline is. Morgan was. now she's 17 or 18.
Yeah,
but,
now they're older now.
But it's that kind of, my goal is to live a successful, thriving life.
It's a good
It's
goal.
not to be skinny.
No, and of course, right? Yeah, health should be our goal, and I'm healthy, but I was kind of always healthy. I never had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Nothing was ever driving me toward weight loss besides just, being a smaller size. I'm also a clothing buyer for 15 years. So you want to talk about a warped sense of sizes and women competing to be smaller than each other. Like I've seen a lot of things. Brooklyn J says, "Yep, I'm 77 and the skin is crepe and I hate it. I've lost 40 and my underarm wings are awful." Yeah, well,
but she lost 40.
I mean, you lost 40 pounds. I mean, I really believe in moisturizing, in exfoliation. It can help a little bit. I mean, moisturized skin is always going to look better. Somebody equated it. I heard him to say wax, putting wax on a car. It's going to make the outside look better. If you moisturize and exfoliate, it's going to make that skin look better. It's not going to solve the problem, right? If the wax comes off and, you see what's underneath. But yeah, Health at Any Cost says, "My reconstructive surgeon said I had 10 to 12 pounds of loose skin and that I had deflated well, so it lays flat in leggings." No, I mean, I believe it, Barb. I mean, you've lost over 200 pounds. I mean, it's really amazing. Michelle says, "I started at 175, started Zepbound. I'm down to 150 in 5 months. All right. Is it common not to recognize the loss in yourself?" Very common. You may have covered this before, but I'm relatively new here. This happened to me along the way, and I know it happens to a lot of people. You look in the mirror and you've lost 25 pounds. You've lost 50 pounds. You've lost a significant amount of weight, right? To the point where people might even notice, or maybe your clothes are fitting differently, but you look in the mirror and you don't see it. Like, you still see yourself at your starting weight. Like, your brain is not computing that you are now a much smaller person. And it takes time. I like to tell people to take photographs, because I think looking in a mirror is not the same as looking at a printed out piece of paper with 2 photographs on it and laying them on a table side by side. I just think it's something in the way your brain processes things differently. I have a pair of jeans that I bought a long time ago. I think it was even maybe like 20 years ago when I was a clothing buyer. It was this pair of designer jeans in a brand I always wanted, in a size I always wanted to be. And I've put those jeans on my body probably 25 times and never been able to get them past my thighs. Well, I know those jeans were too small for me. Now I can take those jeans, I can put them on, I can zip them. They're kind of too big. So that tells my brain, I know these jeans were smaller. I must be smaller now that I can fit into them. So, like, trying on clothes like that,
it just takes a little time. Taking
measurements, like it just all those things like help tell your brain you are a smaller person, and it just takes time. Christopher took a video of me, one you put on TikTok today, and I'm sitting in this chair where I'm sitting, and I always think I look fat from this angle. Okay, like, what the hell? Like, I'm 142 pounds. Like, I'm not, but I feel like the ways that the screen cuts me sometimes. He came around and took a video of me from this side, and I saw it and I said, "Oh, I look really thin."
Because you don't look fat from any angle, bro. There's no.
It's the same. Like, it's just like sometimes you just see a picture and it just hits you just a completely different way than when you look in the mirror. Or
and the weird thing is, as you progress forward, I mean, I'm down 5 pounds today. Particularly as we've shopped, there have been times when I have startled myself, because I didn't recognize myself in a mirror.
Oh,
You know, you're
You're
walking
like,
through
who's that?
Target or Old Navy or wherever, and they've got full body mirrors, and you're like,
Who's that
and I
skinny
just
guy?
catch the mirror out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, is somebody following me? Who is that guy? It's weird.
We would go
it's so
places
weird.
together, and he'd go one way and I'd go another way, and then I wouldn't pick him out of a crowd. Like, I could always pick him out of a crowd. We've been married for 22 years, but I remember we were like on a cruise or something, and I was waiting for him outside the door to the spa, and he comes out and he kind of walks up to me. I'm like, who's this guy? He's getting a little close to me. I looked over. I'm like, oh, that's my husband. It's like I didn't recognize him. It took me a while to be able to, for my brain to say, oh, it's weird. It's weird.
Barb says, I will not be having reconstructive surgery, cost downtime cancer. So
yeah.
Barb's like, awesome.
Clarence says, congratulating myself a bit, kept my dosage low, and my weight loss is really slow. Appetite issues aren't gone. They're less frantic. Makes it easier for me to make good and more consistent choices. Well, and isn't that like so freeing too? Because, you know, we always knew what we should and shouldn't be eating. It was just kind of impossible to override our brains telling us to eat all the time. So, I mean, you know what?
But take the dose you need.
Like
talk to your
great.
doctor.
Yeah. Brooklyn Joyce says, for me, the trigger was hysterectomy at 48 and then Hashimoto's. Yeah, I was thin my whole life before. Yeah, there's autoimmune diseases. I've heard people talk about those. Hysterectomies can really throw your body systems out of whack. Starting week 4, down 10 pounds, 5 milligrams to start next week. Thanks for your podcast. Well, you're welcome. Alrighty. I'm glad it's working for you.
Let's see. Hi from Festus, Missouri. It's Gar58. Hello. Oh, here comes Jojo. Bumped up to 10 milligrams this week, trying to break this 5-week stall. Lose 3, gain 4, lose 4, gain 3, over and over. I'll get it going again. Hopefully, absolutely you will, man. I mean, sounds like you made a good choice with your doctor, so that's a good thing. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah. Are you eating enough is what I would ask you. Are you eating enough? Make sure you're eating enough calories. Linda Dorman says, I gained 5 pounds a year for 20 years. Oh, wow. Crept up on me slowly. Losing fast, down 28 pounds in 9 weeks. 9 times 3 is 27. That is quite fast, Linda Dorman. Jojo, she's looking at me funny. Yeah, that's a little fast. That's a little fast. It's a little fast.
Let's see here. Vera says, has anyone messed up an injection and wasted a dose? Asking for a friend. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
So, you know, if you were on, this is a Mounjaro pen, Zepbound pens look the same. You have to remember to take the cap off.
Sometimes people hit it and they do it. They also recommend that you take the cap off and not turn the lock until you put it on your body, and then turn the lock in case it misfires. Then it'll go directly in. I have bent a needle before.
Yeah,
accidentally.
Needles.
Yeah. And honestly, I used the wipe and kind of straightened it out and took it. And
do not try that at home, kids. If you mess up a Mounjaro pen or a Zepbound pen, if you contact Eli Lilly, I have heard of people getting a replacement. I think they'll do that once, and then they're like, yeah, you've hit your limit. So it's worth reaching out to them if that's the case. Or Novo Nordisk, too, for that matter. Oh, I don't think I've talked about on the Sharps container. Well, now I don't really remember how I got it. I got a free, it's through the Novo Nordisk website, and you don't have to be on Wegovy or Ozempic, but there is a free Sharps disposal container that is available now. I got one just the other day. Somebody on TikTok was talking about it.
Well, remember it for the weigh-in, and you can give the information.
If you go to the Novo Nordisk website, you should be able. I'll figure it out, and we'll put it.
You can talk somewhere about it in the weigh-in. That'd be great.
Okay.
Megan says 12 pounds in 6 months is a half a pound a week. Okay, well, that's right at the bottom of the
Yeah.
average range. So
Yeah.
could it be faster? Sure, but you're making progress, so that's a good thing. Let's see here. A train leaves the station, losing 49 pounds a month.
Right? Didn't it sound like a one of those algebra word problems?
Losing it with grace says top Eli executives engaged in sustainable stock purchases, signaling confidence in the company. The rich get richer.
They know.
Yeah, I mean, they know.
I
don't
know what's coming.
Lily will be fine.
Once
Like I said, we bought a share.
They can buy
one
stock.
share. We own 2 shares
we own 2
now.
shares. I think I have 4 of the Novo Nordisk because it's a little bit cheaper.
We are not stock. Don't take stock advice from us, though, please. That's all you.
I don't know nothing about no stock. I'm no day trader, but I've been looking at it.
I believe long term,
you
would make money in these things.
Yeah.
Not really a instant thing.
But they keep going down. I'm like, I bought them and they keep dropping. Like, come back
fine.
up, Eli Lilly. They will. It's fine. Deb Zimmerman says, look at Sharon Osbourne. She says now she can't put on weight. You never know how your body will respond.
That girl's
Sharon
lived
Osbourne.
A hard life.
I mean, Ozzy just passed away, and Lord knows he was drug, sex, and rock and roll, right? So she's seen it all, I'm sure. Frankly, Michelle says, I smell things daily. I started following you about a week ago. Oh, nice. You're so natural, enjoying it. Plus, you have an awesome mom. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Michelle. Pam Marsh says, how do you know how much protein? How do you know how much protein? Okay, so there's protein calculators and things online. I think the current, what a doctor would say, I'm not a doctor, is 1 gram for every 2.2 kilograms of body weight.
Which is hard math. I can't do that math.
What's it? So I weigh 140 pounds. I'm trying to get between 70 and 100 grams of protein. JoJo's biting me. Between 70 and 100 grams of protein a day. I think for most people, 100, 120 is like the top end. And it's of your desired body weight, not of your current body weight. So for someone with a lot of weight to lose, there's no way you're going to eat like, more than probably 150 grams of protein a day. But there are calculators out there. Talk to your doctor. I have an app that I've been using called Me Again that I've been trying to track my food so I can track like my calories and my protein to make sure I'm eating enough, because I think I've kind of, and I kind of know what these things are. Like I know, you know what I mean? But I would do that with Weight Watchers too. Like, oh, I know the points. I can just cruise along. But then I drop some pounds and I'm like, maybe I need more and I don't know it. Like weird, right? Like before it would be like I would gain weight when I didn't count my points properly. Now I'm losing weight. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher, anything to say about that?
80 to 100 grams is going to be right for the vast majority of people. If you ate 100 grams, I mean, unless you're like 4'2" or something, that might be a little much. But for the average person,
if you can get 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that is very achievable. If you need to supplement, I supplement with a protein shake or protein powder. Mr. Durham does not do any of those. I love a protein bar sometimes. If I'm having like a candy bar, like it can kind of shut that off, and then I get some protein in that way too.
I eat meat, beans. We have a lot of jerky.
I like snacks.
Yep.
I don't really eat snacks anymore though, but I do like a protein bar occasionally.
There we go. BU are the best. Says, woohoo, awesome 25K graphic CD. I also enjoyed the new credit rollout at the end of the live yesterday. That was the Club Downsized live. Remind me of the Star Wars intro. Very snazzy. Yes, it is very Star Wars. And actually that's all of the members of Club Downsized, and it'll be, I update that every week. So it'll be at the end of this video as well. And it's very Star Wars, like I'm kind of that age. Michelle says, different view. If we are doing this to be healthy, we should also look at what eating healthy means. For me, it means unprocessed lean proteins, veggies. It is not a diet, but it to be healthy. I mean, that's that's pretty much how we eat as well.
Yeah.
We don't ban all processed, but we limit them for sure. But
whole foods are always best.
The challenge of the whole unprocessed thing for most of this community is so many of you rely on protein supplemented things, and all of that stuff is ultra processed.
I've been
protein
really
does not grow in a
cereal
can.
That's processed.
Protein does not grow in bars.
The ultra filtered high protein milk is kind of processed. I don't know. When is processed food bad? Well, when it's Oreos or Doritos.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, we know junk food has very little nutritional value. So, but a lot of foods have some form of processing.
I have been in the grocery business for a long time now, 15 years, 20 years almost, and have worked with a lot of food manufacturers. And I can tell you that the reality of food processing is there's nothing inherently good or bad about food processing. It's just cooking at scale. So the question is really, what are the quality of the ingredients and what is the nutrient density in the things that they're making? Because you can make things that are very high in sugar, fat, salt, and all the things, and you can make things that are high in high quality and nutrient dense food.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a question of what they choose to make. Turns out Twinkies don't have much nutrient density, but they have a lot of sugar. Right. Protein powder kind of goes the other way. So, you have to choose what works for you. But processed food can be whatever it is. There's nothing inherently good or bad about it. And I say that, and somebody will yell at me and say it is.
They're going to come yell at you.
Well, that's okay. I'm fine with that.
What's new?
Yeah, what's new?
Ada Gonzalez, hey there. Congratulations, 25,000. I've enjoyed watching the two of you throughout my own Terzepatide journey. Thank you for sharing all your celebrations and struggles with us. Oh, well, thanks, Ada. That's nice. Okay, thank you, Mindy. Here's Jamie Selzer's name. He is on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
He's on everything.
YouTube. I don't think, is he on YouTube yet? He's very inspirational. We did an interview with him a few weeks back. You can watch that and then go follow him wherever you are on social media. He's on it all the time, more than us. I'm backing off low carb a little now.
Well, and so if you watch, what I encourage about is the problem with carbs today is they're so associated with junk food and with really low quality processed foods. So you can walk in a grocery store and buy a box of pasta for usually like 59 cents, 79 cents. Well, you're paying 79 cents for a pound of food. How much do you think, what the quality of that is? If you just up that quality, that price just a little bit and go to $2, $3, $4, all of a sudden you get to an Italian made wheat that's grown in Italy from Durham pasta, from Durham wheat. It actually has protein in it. If you read it, it's going to digest better. The gluten's different, all of the things. So if you just do swaps for a better quality food, even if you pay a little bit more, because you're not going to eat as much, it doesn't matter, such that we don't eat pasta that often. But when we do, that's what we do. It'll be a better Italian pasta that's bronze die cut. And like I say, it might have cost $3 to $5 a box, or if you get it at Aldi, it's like $2.50. So but they have an Italian one as well.
Excuse me, Jojo. We bought a bunch of protein pastas to try.
Yeah.
And we have our girls like what are they called? Goodles.
Goodles, actually, that's not bad.
Goodles.
And I don't like protein added stuff, but.
And you can find them in regular grocery stores right near the boxed macaroni and cheese, and it's got 16 grams of protein and a serving of macaroni and cheese. So, is it whole food? No, it is not whole food. Is it better than Kraft macaroni and cheese? Probably. So, make some swaps that work for you. But
because we're eating so much less, you can swap for a better quality food that tastes better and is better for you, and it doesn't matter, right? So, we're to a point where. I grew up on Wonder Bread and grilled cheese sandwiches on Wonder Bread with American processed cheese and the whole 9 yards. Now we're buying a sourdough bread, a nice sourdough bread.
Why is sourdough bread better?
Because sourdough has real probiotics. It has that sour in it.
Mm-hmm. Does that help my body digest something?
Yeah, absolutely it does. It absolutely does. Yeah. And Typically,
I don't think it
there's
helps me
not.
do
Typically, if
anything.
you buy a good sourdough, there's not as many. There's no fillers in it. There's not as many preservatives. You know, it's just
Well, we
a
do
better
buy,
quality
yeah,
baked
at
bread.
Aldi,
And we don't eat that much of it.
I get the
I like a piece of toast once in a while or a sandwich. It's all good.
I do love a piece of toast.
Let's see here.
The wonderful thing, hey Marlene, the wonderful thing with GLP-1s is you don't need to do any special diet or calorie counting or fasting or exercise. Just take your shot. Exactly. I mean, you don't. You really just take the shot and you'll lose weight, hopefully. Sheila with
Sheila with an H.
With an H. On my Renfro, which is a scale, it says under protein in at the max, 18%. I don't know what that means.
I was going to look. I don't know.
So if you have a Renfro scale, it comes with an app that syncs to your phone.
I don't know how it calculates that.
Protein, I've never understood that protein one.
It says protein plays a vital role in the body as it builds and maintains muscles, organs, and tissues. Well, that's not helpful. How is it calculating that? Protein,
19.5%. What did she say hers is? 18. And that just says adequate. The values are in the low range, standard, or adequate.
Yeah,
protein.
I don't know. Mine is 17.5. I'm right in the middle.
Oh,
standard.
I've got more than you.
My goal is just the middle, average.
Yeah, I don't know. If Condi, maybe we can ask Condi that question. Condi Carmack he's a molecular biologist that sometimes answers questions for us. Mike Ellis on 7.5 Zepbound for 2 months, lost 4 pounds. Should I hang in there or titrate up? I titrate up. I mean, not knowing anything else, I probably ask your doctor. Taro Boop Bap. Can't wait to meet you guys in person at the Chicago meetup. Whoop, whoop. All right. Chicago. What's that? The kids show Victorious with Ariana Grande used to be on a Nickelodeon show called Victorious before she was famous. And
well, she was on a TV show, so that would have actually made her famous. Be with Beth says, well, congratulate you when you hit the unassisted pull-up goal, LD. We'll be your cheerleaders.
Thank you. Wait, Christopher is going to do a pull-up with Laraine. Somebody call the church. Exactly. Well, then he put all these qualifying statements on it. So he's catching up from the comments from before. I mean, he said he would. So as soon as I do it, I'm going to make him see what he can do. Tips on ways to increase weight loss. Take the shot. Eat your protein. Drink your water. Go for a walk.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, Mike, it's not fast. It's not
sunlight.
Fast weight loss, and it's not meant to be, right? This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Well, he didn't say fast. He's just saying increase.
So increase, and I think we did the math a minute ago when you were at 0.5 a week. So watch your titration for sure, because as your body becomes accustomed to it, it may slow a little bit. So talk to your doctor, and you may want to move. Don't be afraid to move up if you need to.
You may not be eating enough.
And you may be eating too much. So count your calories if you need to. Make sure you're getting the protein in.
Tell him, Dennis. Dennis has had fantastic results, and he tracks every single thing 100% of the time. Have I tracked every single thing? No, I have not. Has Christopher ever tracked anything? No, he has not. But if you really want to dial into what's happening with your body, keep a spreadsheet, keep it in an app.
To be clear, it's not your fault. In all likelihood, it's not your fault one way or the other. Your body's going to do what it wants to do. Now, if you want to dial in and try and have some control, there's a lot of stuff you can do, right? You can manage all that, and you may bump it up or down a little bit, maybe, or maybe not.
Well, who knows? And what difference does
but
it make?
It doesn't cost you anything to try, so you could try.
Drink water. Make sure you're going to the bathroom. Get 8 hours of sleep. There's a lot sleep is so important. I don't think we talk about that enough. Frankly, Michelle says, I tell because someone told me and it changed my world. We removed the stigma of taking the meds by talking about them. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Health at any cost, says Mike Ellis. Be patient. It comes with the passing of time. I mean, Barb's journey took 3 years, but she did it. It worked. Just, she kept going. Deb Zimmerman said, last time I saw my doctor, she said, hello, little person. I loved it. I can't, what happened to the screen over there?
Oh, hard to say. It's doing something weird.
Yeah. Your doctor said little person. That's funny. Hello.
Yeah, it's doing weird things.
We lose control.
Hold on. I had it. There we go.
Deborah Hunter says, I just started Mounjaro 6 weeks ago. I've lost 10 pounds. Feeling great. I'd like to lose 30 more. Okie dokie. Doctor had me go up. I don't want to continue titrations up every month. Suggestions? Tell your doctor you don't want to move up every month. Really, if you're losing a half a pound to 2 pounds a week, there's no reason to increase your dose. Some doctors want to follow what
the
they
original
did in the
Lilly titration
trials.
Yeah, it was moving up every month. And honestly, with the amount of weight you have to lose, depending on your side effects, it could go either way. If you got a lot of side effects, I would definitely not go up.
Right. If you're having any side effects, do not move up your dose. You need to manage those.
If you don't,
go up.
I mean, they're
just going to get worse if you move up too quickly. But you may not have any side effects, right? If you have 30 pounds to lose, if a dose is working, stay on the dose. That is our best.
And we are not
advice.
doctors, so.
Yeah. LD, I will comment on someone's clothes or non-direct body part. I didn't realize that until I sat here and thought about it. Thanks for making a little self-reflection exercise. I mean, clothes. Of course, I commented on people's clothes. I still comment on people's clothes. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Where'd you get it? It's the cutest thing. And Christopher's not going to say that. Oh, it's such a cute.
Because if I comment on a girl's clothes, I'm going to get a hard. So people are going to give me a hard time.
Another man's clothes, it's just not.
Probably not.
Thing, right?
Shoes, watches. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. You and the watches. You and Dennis and the watches.
Oh,
You know.
That's what this one is.
M.L. Welter. Her name used to be something else too. I don't remember. Hey, y'all. Down less than a pound last week and less than a half a pound this week. Feeling.
Me something?
Yeah, I think so. Doing all the things. I tried the change injection site. Oh yeah,
doesn't cost you anything.
That's the thing. Some people rotate the injection site from the back of the arm to the stomach to the top of the thigh. Some people report that can jumpstart a stall. Some people say no.
I'd say you have to just take your shot and keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. You're still losing a little bit, right? So water, sleep, look at the calories you're eating. Are you not eating enough? Maybe your body's shutting down, thinks you're starving to death. All those things work in. DJ Meyer says, all of a sudden, hubby getting bruises. I've got a few. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just hit I've got 2 little bruises around my stomach from my shot. You want to make sure you're injecting into fat. I think if you're injecting into loose skin, it's not the same as injecting into fat. If you're injecting into muscle, that's not good. You want to be injecting into fat. You want to make sure you're not hitting the same spot all the time. But yeah, that happens to me occasionally.
Pam says, I would love to meet you both, but I'm in Illinois. Well, come to Chicago. We'll be in Chicago in November. We'll be right down by the lake. I think it's at the Embassy Suites. Off Magnificent Mile. Mm-hmm. Go to our website at thedownsized.org and you can RSVP and check out where we'll be. And, those are the ones that are set up for the year as of right now. I don't see adding anything. We've got some weddings we've got to do for family. There's a bunch of stuff coming up at the end of the year. A couple of cruises. So
Do you want to tell them about our downsized cruise?
We can absolutely tell them about our downsized cruise. Our downsized cruise. So, as Laraine always says, we love to cruise.
You're saying that like you don't also love to cruise.
I said we. It's a plural pronoun, girl. It's a plural pronoun.
Plural pronoun.
And we did a cruise in June with about 50 some odd downsized viewers on Celebrity, and it was a fabulous time. And honestly, we were surprised that 50 people showed up to be with us, but that was fabulous. So we said, let's do it again. So we went ahead and booked and scheduled for 2026. It'll be June 4th through the 8th out of Miami, Florida. This year it'll be, or in 2026, it'll be on the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas. So that's a 4-night cruise leaving Miami, going to, and I may not get it in the right order, going to their private island, Coco Cay or Coco Key, depending on how you say it. If you've ever seen a Royal Caribbean commercial, it's the big fancy island with all the stuff on it. So it's super cool, and Nassau as well. But the key is it's really about being with GLP-1 users. And so we'll do a bunch of activities, lots of getting to know you sort of stuff. We'll do some filming live, probably a live stream from the ship. We eat dinner together every night. We do activities and just kind of hang out. A couple of people on the last one said it was kind of like camp at sea. So the goal is to do stuff together. You can, maybe I'll line dance again. You can go do Zumba with Laraine. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So we would love to have you. I think the rooms start at $840 per person, double occupancy a night. So if you go to our website at thedownsized.org and click on cruise, there's actually a big picture of a cruise ship on the front. You can click on that as well and reach out to our travel agents, advisors, Kelly and Roberta, and they can take care of you. And you get swag bags and t-shirts and lanyards and whatever other fun stuff we decide to give out.
I think we're going to have Replenza vitamins in the swag bags. So, all right. Just ordered my first mochi order. Okay. Was ordering from, well, I don't sell it, but I have a discount code. The tirzepatide is mixed with niacinamide. Okay, yes, that's what I get. I thought the doctor said it was mixed with a B12, but niacinamide is a B3. Is this how it normally is? That's what I usually get. I get my tirzepatide compounded with niacinamide. It comes to me from Empower Pharmacy. Different compounding pharmacies may compound it with a different additive. I've also had it compounded with glycine. I've had it compounded with, I forget, like some of the other B vitamins. So maybe your doctor got confused as to which he prescribed it. He should have really known what he was saying. Anyway, you can always message your provider directly on that portal. You can shoot them a message right over to them, and they'll usually get back to you within a business day if you have a question. But that is what I get, tirzepatide compounded with niacinamide. And I've been on that particular formula for, since March, I guess. Yeah.
Anthony says, I'm wondering, is someone really at a plateau if there's a higher dose they can take? I think that's a great question, Anthony. Yeah. I mean, and it's something, the challenge of these medications is it has become a one-person experiment combined with a group experiment on Facebook and Reddit, which is both simultaneously good and bad, right? So ideally, we would just get the right instructions. There would be enough research, and the same thing worked for everybody, but that's not really how it works.
It works the same way on everybody.
Yeah, it just doesn't work that way. There is developing, and there continues to develop this sort of mentality around I'm somehow superior if I stay on a lower dose, or the other side of it is I don't want to move up too fast because I'm afraid I'm going to run out of doses. There's a lot of thought process there. I do think if you've been in a plateau, at a stall for any length of time, and you're choosing not to move up on a dose because you want to stay at that dose, then it's kind of your choice. It's kind of your choice.
Yeah.
Now, whether that be 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, however long, at some point there's diminishing returns on staying on the lower dose, and you're just really choosing to be in maintenance at wherever you are. It's just kind of the
I
thing.
think, people get the box of 4 pens, right? And so maybe they've gotten a second box, and so maybe somewhere between pen 3 and 4, their weight loss slows down. But now they've got this other box.
Which that's
to work
okay. That's
through.
understandable.
So, I mean, that happens. I've talked to people like that. Well, that's where compounding is kind of a little bit more adjustable, I guess. Franklin Michelle says, "I'm not afraid of moving up. It is just knowing when you should."
Now, Michelle, as I recall, I'm trying to remember. What did you had like 20 or 30 more pounds left to lose? Am I remembering that correctly?
That's what it was.
And you still have 3 or 4 doses above where you are today. You got plenty of runway. You can do what you want to do.
Well, and the thing also to keep in mind is everybody wants to get to their goal weight or their, that weight they have in mind as fast as possible. I mean, I went through and I was calculating every week. Okay, if I'm losing at this rate in this many weeks, how many weeks is it going to take to get to my goal? Well, I got to my goal. Spoiler alert, I got to my goal. Spoiler alert, you're probably all going to get to your goal. And then what? So now here I am a year later and it's in maintenance. So that weight loss phase, I guess what I'm saying is there's no rush, because now this is a medical treatment for the disease of obesity. And it's a treatment I intend to be taking for the rest of my life, or until something better comes along. So there's no, everybody wants to lose weight fast, and that you see the progress and you see the results, and it's very exciting. And it can be, because we've never lost weight like this before. And so now, you just want it to happen, but you have to really think about it in the long term. This is the rest of your life. There's no timetable on it. There's no need to rush it. You may want to rush it. I want, you know what I mean? But if you're on that path, just know that you're going to get there eventually. I don't know.
Angela Hemming says, I'm 5'4", and I'm down 52 pounds. I'm 2 pounds away from normal BMI. Let me get you some confetti before I finish reading that. There you go. Bang, bang, bang. Congratulations. I would love to get down another 12 pounds. I am diabetic and should be grateful for losing 26% of my starting weight. So for you, I mean, this is why we always say talk to your doctor, right? Because diabetes has its own set of challenges, and it certainly slows weight loss for a lot of people, but you've been successful with it. So that's awesome. Essentially, diabetes, like obesity, is not cured. So you're going to be on some version of this medication. In all likelihood, it didn't go away. It's just in remission. So now can you get down another 12 pounds? Maybe. I don't know. We only know what's in this quote. You're going to keep taking the medicine, right? Mm-hmm. So you probably.
And we know that type 2 diabetics lose weight slower than people who don't have type 2 diabetes. So also keep in mind that obesity is a chronic relapsing disease, right? Just like type 2 diabetes is a chronic disease. So we're managing these diseases where we've got the tools to do it. We're doing all the things. Get down another 12 pounds, maybe slowly, probably.
Take your shots. Do the things.
Probably. Yeah.
Either way, you're in a great place right now. Every day you wake up, you're in a great
right.
place.
We're not stopping taking this medicine, right? So the future is wide open now. We have our health. We have these tools. We can keep going if we want to.
All right. Michelle says, remember to hit that like button. So there's currently 285 of you out there and 205 likes. A whole bunch of you are disappointing Laraine by not hitting that like button.
There's this guy on Instagram Reels. His name is Uli and Ernesto, and he always they're married. They're two men that are married. So, and he always says, my current husband. He talks about his current husband. And he also says, at the beginning of his reel, he'll say, "This is for these other people. Everybody else needs to get out of here. I'll wait."
I'm
and then
not understanding the connection.
Like when I say, "Okay, click the like button. I'll wait." Sorry, I don't know. Very random reference there. Sorry. This is how my mind works. I'll start singing songs from the 80s in a minute. DJ Flat says, "I wish Zepbound tirzepatide would go down." Me too. Absolutely.
We keep saying it.
Down to $199 a month.
I think at some point it will. It's going to take some more launches, and honestly, let's see what Novo does with the Wegovy pricing. If they drop Wegovy pricing, even though it is not quite as effective, it will force Lilly to do something, because they don't want to lose share. They've got to go back to the stock market every quarter, and if they lose share because Novo dropped the price, they're going to have to react, and it'll drive prices down. And then if we can get a few more drugs launched over the next year, a year from now it will not look the same. 2 years from now it won't look the same. So it'll come.
We know that Eli Lilly watches the Downsized,
or their lawyers do.
Ask me how I know. So yes, David Ricks, if you're watching,
I don't know that David Ricks does, but if he does, David, you should come on.
If you work for Eli Lilly, please pass this along to your boss, Mr. Ricks, and tell him we would love Zepbound for $199
We will
a
be
month.
in Atlanta at Obesity Week and have cameras set up. We would love for you to come by and do an interview. It would be awesome.
Oh, Mr. David Ricks.
Mr. David Ricks,
Mr.
absolutely.
David Ricks. Would love to meet you.
Yeah. Jetson says, "Got a new job, new insurance. The price was way higher." TG, the Eli Lilly coupon saved the day, and Mounjaro saved my life. Jeff, awesome. That is awesome. And I feel like there's a confetti worthy thing in there with a new job, new insurance.
It's so stressful, right? To figure out new insurance when you switch jobs. And
new job, new insurance is a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Megan, I've dropped to 7.5 from 10 3 weeks ago. Why'd you drop? Are you in maintenance? No, you're not in maintenance. I'm up 4.6 pounds this week. I am 170. Started in January at 225.
She was talking about she had been up and down and all that.
Oh, why'd you go down? That seems not logical. Maybe you were having side effects. I don't know, but it seems like you need to go back to the 10. I'm not a doctor.
Visiting of Grace said, "Will you guys do a video on the new research released about Nion and GLP-1s?" Unless it was just released this week, it was in the news last week.
What's Nion?
It's it's the eye thing. It's are you gonna go blind?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was in the news last week.
It's not this past Monday, but the Monday before.
Maybe, I don't know, but we have covered the latest research unless something just came out. Megan says, "I'm trying to balance the medication level with the side effects. I've got my calories where they should be according to my doctor and my nutritionist, 1,500. Okay, well, you're doing the best you can.
1,500? 150 grams of protein? That's a shoot load of protein. How tall are you, Megan? If you're gaining 4 pounds and you're eating that many calories and that many grams of protein, I would review those numbers with my doctor. A
lot of people have success with split dosing, so taking maybe a 10 dose and splitting it into 5 every 3.5 days or so, and it helps with the side effects a little bit.
You can't really do that.
Well, I don't know what she has.
If you have this, you can maybe do that. So.
Megs says, "The prices seem so much higher in the U.S. Girl, that is our constant conversation. I'm in Canada and they are a few hundred less per month. I hope the prices become affordable for everyone. So we.
Canada."
Anna Hoover says, "Chris, my head and face got smaller." Me too, girl.
I've noticed, Brian and Amy Smith. I've noticed even though I still have over 100 pounds to lose, losing 30 plus had already started my chin getting less rounded full. Yeah, for sure. I can make divots So I probably walk around making weird faces.
Well, so I mean, the interesting thing is, I always thought I had short arms because
No.
every time I bought something, my sleeves were like, out to here, whether it was a coat or whatever. Well, it turns out when I lost the weight,
You got on the right size.
and I got this went down, and I got a size that actually fit my shoulders, that the arm lengths are correct. Like, I just put it on, and whether it's Old Navy or Macy's, it doesn't matter. The arm lengths are correct. It's mind blowing. I mean, it's the whole thing. Look, I can actually all the way around. Oh, right.
Did you ever do that thing like, oh, I have big bones because I can't like wrap my fingers around, because I could never wrap my fingers around my wrist. Well, now I can with like a little bit to spare. I don't have big bones. I have like average size frame, it wasn't that. I was just always overweight.
So Megan from Small Things Daily says, did y'all take measurements before, wondering how many inches you lost? If you lost inches on your head, you must have really lost somewhere else too. Well, the advantage of guys' clothing sizes is, or the disadvantage is, it comes in measurements. So I had at my height a 44-inch pant. That's 44 inches around the waist.
You were in a 44 pant.
That was the biggest pair I ever bought. Yes, was 44. Yes, most of the time it was 42, but there was 44s. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Right. The most recent ones that I have been buying are 32s. So it's down, do the math, 12 inches, right? My neck went from an 18.5 to 16 inches all the way around, because a men's shirt size is measured so you can button it for a tie.
Yeah, I know I lost 5 inches around my waist. I didn't really measure other things, but I knew my waist measurement because I used to order from Shein. So you have to like really look at the size charts and things. So I knew that measurement, but that's the only one I knew. I love Christopher's no-nonsense approach to life. Girl, don't get them started. Why complicate things if you don't have to? Is that me? That just beeped?
That was just you.
Yeah. Well, he just keeps it simple. And he really wasn't, didn't have the brainwashing by diet culture that I had, you know what I mean? So it can just be that simple. Take your shot and eat whole foods and eat protein.
And Hoover says she changed her Facebook profile picture.
My Facebook profile. I noticed that you have a different picture on your Facebook profile. So your face does look much smaller. I did notice that. Small Things Daily at Linda Book Miller. You are right. My last 25 pounds got me down to 15% body fat, decimated my butt and boobs, and left my thighs 100% intact. Yeah, we didn't. We
never going to go where you wanted to
go, did we? DJ Flats. Christopher would look sharp, sporting.
I was talking about growing hair and getting the Greg Brady. Yeah, remember he got a perm in the second. They all got perms in the second season.
Well,
like the first season, they just had regular. I did.
He had like a very curly head of hair in his younger days. Hey, Kirsten, I put on my skinny airplane leggings today, and they were too big. Are you on a cruise? Where are you going, Kirsten? I saw you weighing your scale at the airport. Sherry Fincher says, I would love to hear from people that met goal and transitioned off or on a maintenance. My doctor mentioned going to metformin. Don't do it. No, I am not a doctor, but you are not. You're going to take this medicine out of my cold, dead hand. And I'm never going off this medicine. Now, there are people that have lost weight on these GLP-1 medications and gotten off of them.
I haven't met any of them.
God bless America. That is not me. I have been struggling with this disease of obesity since I was 10 years old. So if I stop taking the treatment for the disease of obesity, the disease is going to rear back up, just like taking a statin or taking insulin, or you don't work out at the gym, you lose your muscle. It's just this is what it is now.
And honestly, I'm sure they exist, and I hear about it. It's like legend, right? It's like
it's like that mythical unicorn lady
or the Loch Ness monster. But I mean, one of the things we learned when we went to the obesity
Obesity
Action Coalition's conference a couple of weeks ago And one of the doctors spoke, and she said that obesity was the only minority group that people actively wanted to leave and never associate with other people.
Never come back to.
So they might be out there and lost their weight, and they're like, I'm not hanging out with a bunch of GLP-1 users now, and I don't need to be on this show, right?
Well,
so
I think
they're just off living their lives.
The people that maybe can work for are people who did not suffer with obesity for their whole life. Like maybe something happened to them, whether an accident or a disease or a trauma, something triggered obesity for them. And once they get it under control, maybe they can reverse it and go back off. That's not me. So, find a new doctor. Tanya Whitaker says, do I have my
Yeah, it's something making noises.
Did you ever get my before and after pictures that I sent via email?
Probably is the answer. We actually have about 13 scheduled right now, so I put them all in one folder and pull them as this. I'll check tomorrow, Tanya. I don't remember, to be quite frank. DJ Flat says, PSA, when YouTube switched our names on here, I switched to this call name now. Earlier tonight, it had me as Gar58. Small. Okay, DJ Flat, right. I like it.
Whoever you are,
Gar the dude, CHT.
Oh, hey.
I think that used to be Brochet.
Yeah.
It says, hey, peeps. I recognize the picture. So.
Yeah, sometimes we recognize the picture. Jojo says, hello. Jojo says, I had my fancy feast and I'm happy. Sharon Coriel, oops, part of my message disappeared. Anyway, I've lost 41 pounds since February and it has been hard work. So I'm ready to go on national TV and celebrate. National TV, you say?
Okay. You can. I can't get you on national TV, but you can come on our channel if you'd like.
Well, they're having that Biggest Loser thing is coming to Netflix. There's a documentary that people have been talking about. Marlene says, any advice on managing your young adult on tirzepatide? My 20-year-old is starting after seeing my success. She can lose 80 pounds. Excited for her. Yeah. What do you want to say about that? You can't manage them.
The best advice I can give them, and we know people just take it at that, who one religiously took their shot and has moderated their eating and been better about things and has lost 140 pounds. Mm-hmm. We know another one who sporadically took their shot and thought they could do it by themselves and they wanted to try again and forgot and
then some
had
unfortunate
events and a lot of things happened and it did not work well for. Mm-hmm. Tell them if they do anything every week, take your shot. Just take the shot.
Yeah.
And then you can make it as complicated as you want because there's lots of people out there who are telling you it has to be complicated, but I promise you it does not have to be complicated. Start taking your shot, and as they lose weight and as they get healthier, then you can encourage them to do more. But the biggest thing you need for them is to succeed. And success will breed change.
Yeah.
It just will. They need to see 20 pounds down, 40 pounds down. And everybody at that age is on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. They're very visual. Mm-hmm. So, have them take pictures, do the things, but there's so many people making rules for these medications that are out there about how you have to eat and how you have to work out and what you have to do and all that stuff. And all that stuff may or may not be the right idea. Pick whichever one you want to talk about. But the only thing you absolutely have to do is take your shot.
Yeah, it was, I don't even know how to say it. For the person that lost the 140 pounds, I mean, she's 19. I mean, what a fantastic new lease on life that she has, right? And I gently mentioned to her the other day, you said something about you were going to start working out. Maybe you should go find where the gym is near your new apartment. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. What are you talking about? I never said I was going to do that. Like, okay, never mind. I must have heard voices speaking to me. Like, we have definitely want to support and encourage. But
don't worry about all the other stuff. The reality is, if she loses 80 pounds, she will be so much more healthy that it will change her life, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. To Living Mosaic. I'm so excited. I've lost 10 pounds my first month on 2.5
nice.
Mounjaro. Nice.
It's working.
It is definitely working.
I feel bad for those small percentage of people that get no results. But there are new drugs coming out, so you never know. Hey, Rhonda Ross, I've succumbed to peer pressure, and I can't wait to meet everyone on the Downsized cruise. Yay!
So, I still have that going. Hold on,
we talked to Rhonda on the Downsized dish a week or two ago, maybe, Rhonda. And Rhonda lives in Florida, so it'll be easy for her to just scoot right over to the cruise. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Let me get back to where I was. Here we go. Young adults. Here we go. Deborah Hunter, thanks for answering. Felt great on 2.5. Doctor said 2.5 was just to get past side effects. I've had no side effects on 2.5 or 5 and moved me up. Doctor said, okay.
Yeah. So if you're not a lot of people have no side effects whatsoever. So, if your body is able to handle the medication right from the get-go, that's fantastic. For most people, they have to move up gradually, or they, it could be problematic.
Anthony says, I never thought I'd hear Victorious reference. Yeah, our girls are that age.
Did you see the one where Tori's sister, Katrina went... Trina Vega did the whole Chicago thing. Like, she had a one-woman show, and it was called Chicago.
Right. So our girls are that age. So that whole Disney Nickelodeon era of
Chicago,
of Hannah Montana and all that stuff. So we're big. Yeah.
Anthony's the one who also says diabolical with me. Is this the right Anthony?
I feel
like it is. I feel like, Anthony, you're probably in the younger age group, so you'll have to make sure you chime in.
Determined what is an average weight loss per week, or is it different for everyone? So according to Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk, the research says the average weight loss per week is between 0.5 and 2 pounds. Now remember, average weight loss means take the total number of weeks and the total weight loss and divide them, not what you did this week.
Divided by a week.
Right.
So for me, when I lost my weight, I had an average of 1.58 pounds per week. Your results may vary, and that's average. So if you're between 0.5 pound and 2 pounds a week, congratulations, you're average. If you're above that, that's faster than average. So,
and honestly, it'll vary. Typically, there's no typically, but for me, I lost a good bit my first 50 pounds came off pretty quickly. My average, the first 4 months was pretty fast, but then I slowed down. And if you looked at the total 50 weeks that I was losing weight, I lost 100 pounds in 50 weeks, basically. And it was 2 pounds a week. So it was just kind of what it was.
Any tips on managing fatigue? I'm 9 weeks in on Zepbound, 5. Okay. So you're kind of still in that first starting phase. Tips for managing fatigue. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. You just have to get enough sleep. If you're tired, sometimes there's just no option. You just have to rest or lay down or try to take a nap. I like to add electrolytes to my water. I think they help me. My screen is frozen. Am I frozen?
No, you're not.
We're still going?
It's hard to say.
Make sure you're eating enough, because if you're not eating enough calories, your body will start slowing down. So that's my advice. Is this thing on? We still
this
here?
Thing on
this
here.
Thing on? We frozen. Are we back? Oh, and we're back. And we're back. And we're back. All right. So, fatigue. Make sure you're eating enough. Eat enough protein. Drink some water with electrolytes. Make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. What else for fatigue? Anyone?
And then it just takes time and patience. As you move up and get the medication in your body, the fatigue will slow down. I still get it once in a while. Like every couple of months, man, one day after my shot, it'll knock me out. But in general, it's fine. Anthony says, QQQ, more of a channel question. Do you have any idea on the milestone you guys have to reach to transition into doing YouTube full time? How far are you from that? It's an excellent question. I mean, so the viewer facing milestones, so subscribers and things, you don't actually get paid for subscribers. It's a nice vanity metric. Where the subscriber number helps is with sponsors. So sponsors like to see you have 100,000 sponsors or whatever, or have a plaque on the wall. Fortunately, you guys are very good to us, and you watch a lot, and watching is really what you get paid, because when there's a commercial, we get paid a little tiny bit for each commercial. And then when we have sponsors, so we're probably by the end of the year would be if we continue on the path that we're on, I think we can probably do that. But yeah, we're just kind of doing a video every day and having fun. And
I think we're kind of there. I think in 2026 we will be full time with this, and our other there's parts of our other business that we will still continue with, and there's parts that we will not continue with. So and this takes up a lot of time, right? It takes a lot of time to research topics and write scripts and record videos and edit videos and interview people. Like, I feel like we're doing this all day long every day. Can you fix that?
Oh, yeah.
And it's fantastic. Like, it's the best job ever. So I think we're close. We're very close. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you subscribing and liking and watching. And that, as long as people keep watching us, then we will continue doing this.
Tanya Whitaker says, just an FYI, a veteran can get Zepbound from the VA hospital through your PCP at no cost, and you can get a 90-day supply, 3 boxes. So, Tanya, I don't know if you saw the news that we did this past week, but there was a whole story on TRICARE, and I assume that's what you're referring to. And depending on the level of TRICARE, and I think veterans, I was not in the military, so I don't pretend. I'm just based off the press release that went out from TRICARE. They're changing some of those policies. So I think at the end of August, some of that is going to change. And there's different levels of TRICARE. I think TRICARE for life, it's going to change for, and some of the premium ones, it's not. So I would check with your provider and everybody and make sure that continues to be true, because I know it is changing. If you want to go back and watch our news, we give you all the details that came from the press release from TRICARE. So yeah,
we had a viewer last night on our members only live show was very upset about possibly losing her coverage. So it really stinks. Thanks for suggesting the Me Again app. All right, I'm finally tracking everything in one place. You know what's something so cool about? Now they do sponsor us. They sponsor our channel. You can take, with this app, you can take a picture of your plate, just a plate of food. Take a picture of it, and the app will tell you an estimate of how many grams of protein, how many calories, all the things from a picture. How easy is that? I mean, that's like science fiction level cool. Like, I don't have to search anything. I don't have to scan a barcode. I'm just taking a picture of this. And how many times are we at a restaurant, or we're like, your grandma made something and you're like, I don't know how to count this. I don't know how to track this, but I'm going to eat it. Well, now we have a way to track it. It's pretty cool.
We're going to be done shortly, folks. So there's 285 of you out there. There's 248 likes. Let's see that like some more. We appreciate that. And see, I think Tanya needs some confetti here.
I'm in maintenance now. I've lost 72 pounds, was 190, now 119. Wow. That's a big
that's a big change.
Big
Congratulations.
I've had no side effects at all. Highest dose 7.5, was a size 14, now size 0. I've lost 37.37% of my body weight. It took 9 months. You are the example everyone strives to achieve. That's awesome. Sounds like everything went great for you.
Virginia Olsen, are you in the Navy or the what's that? You have military on?
Virginia Olsen. You guys are amazing to be on 2 hours answering these questions.
Yeah, we're going to be done shortly.
Okay,
2 hours and 19 minutes here.
And now we're done. Sorry, nothing personal. Yeah, we've been on now for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I think we're going to wrap it up. Tomorrow. I'm going to be on one of my friends' local podcasts. I'll put a link in the community page when that comes out, and you can hear what we've talked about. Also, tomorrow we're going to be in, for people that live around the Charlotte, North Carolina area, we're going to have a meetup in Charlotte. You can check out the details on the downsized.org if you would like to meet us.
It's free. Just go RSVP so we know you're coming. And Anna Hoover says, sure do appreciate you guys. I know it takes a lot of your time. Thank you, Chris and Laraine.
Oh, thanks, Anna.
For all you do.
Anna
we appreciate it.
Anna comments on every single post, every single video. Anna has a comment on, and I really do appreciate that. It helps the algorithm suggest it to people. So the more you comment and you like and you subscribe and you can share the post with people, the better it works for us. So we appreciate
just shares it to other people looking for information about these amazing drugs.
So many people every day just starting a GLP-1, and the doctor is like, okay, here's your prescription. See you in 3 months or 6 months or never. And they're like, what the heck am I supposed to do? So we appreciate you guys coming to our channel and liking and subscribing and watching our videos. So.
Very good. Right. So yeah, hope to see you tomorrow night in Charlotte. If not, go RSVP for one of the other events. And we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right. My name is Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
And we are the Downsized. We'll see you next time.
Bye.